breaking moment that stopped the tennis world cold. Alexandra Eala's Australian Open breakdown, a mother's tears, and the hidden battle no one saw coming. Welcome back to Court Vision Media, the home of the most in-depth, emotional, and unfiltered tennis stories anywhere online. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel right now and turn on notifications, because what you're about to hear is not just another tennis story. It's a human story that shook an entire nation and forced the sports world to take a long, hard look in the mirror. What unfolded at the Australian Open was not something you could prepare for. This wasn't a routine upset. This wasn't a bad day at the office. This wasn't nerves or a tactical failure. What the world witnessed was the moment a young woman carrying the dreams of millions finally reached her breaking point, live, on the biggest stage in tennis. Alexandra Eala walked onto that court as more than a competitor. She walked in as a symbol. A flag bearer. The pride of the Philippines. Every step she took echoed with expectation. Every swing of her racket carried the weight of history. And for weeks leading up to that match, the pressure had been building silently, relentlessly, mercilessly. From the opening games, something felt off. Fans noticed it immediately. The sharp footwork wasn't there. The confident body language was gone. Her eyes, usually burning with intensity, looked distant, clouded, almost exhausted. The crowd tried to will her forward, but with every missed shot, the tension tightened like a vice. Then came the moment no one will ever forget. Mid-match, Alex stopped moving. Her racket dropped. Her shoulders slumped. And suddenly, she collapsed to her knees, overcome by emotion so powerful it cut through the noise of the stadium like a blade. She wasn't just crying, she was unraveling. Deep, uncontrollable sobs shook her body as the reality of everything she had been holding inside finally burst free. The stadium fell silent. No applause. No chatter. Just shock. Millions watching around the world felt it in their chests. This wasn't about tennis anymore. This was a young woman drowning under pressure, exposed in the most public way possible. And then the camera shifted. In the players' box sat Eala, Alex's mother, the quiet constant behind her daughter's rise. A former athlete herself. A woman who understood discipline, sacrifice, and pain. As she watched her daughter break down on court, something inside her shattered too. She stood up. Protocol didn't matter. Rankings didn't matter. The match didn't matter. A mother walked toward her child. When Riza reached Alex, she wrapped her arms around her and whispered words so simple, yet so devastatingly powerful, that they instantly went viral across the globe. Come home, my love. In my heart, you are already a champion. Those words changed everything. They weren't words of disappointment. They weren't words of pressure. They weren't words demanding strength. They were words of release. In that moment, Alex wasn't a tennis star. She wasn't a national hero. She wasn't a headline. She was a daughter who needed her mother. Fans in the stands were crying. Commentators struggled to speak. Social media exploded within seconds. Clips were shared millions of times. Athletes from every sport posted messages of support. The narrative flipped instantly, from criticism to compassion. If you're watching this and you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button because stories like this don't get told properly anywhere else. To truly understand why this moment hit so hard, you have to understand the journey that led here. Alexandra Eala's rise wasn't accidental. From a young age, she lived a life defined by discipline. While other kids enjoyed normal childhoods, Alex trained. While others slept in their own beds, she traveled. At just 13, she left home to train at the Rafa Nadal Academy in Spain, a decision that demanded maturity far beyond her years. The sacrifices were enormous. Loneliness. Homesickness. Pressure. But Alex endured it all. She won junior Grand Slams. She made history. She became the first Filipina to reach milestones no one before her had touched. With every victory, expectations soared higher. And that's where the danger began. Every win became mandatory. Every loss became unacceptable. Every performance was dissected online. She wasn't allowed to struggle. She wasn't allowed to be human. By the time she arrived in Australia, Alex had been running on empty. The travel schedule was brutal. The expectations relentless. The spotlight unforgiving. And behind the scenes, she was dealing with challenges the public knew nothing about. After the match, the truth finally surfaced. At the post-match press conference, Eala appeared before cameras visibly shaken. Her composure, normally unbreakable, was gone. Her hands trembled. Her eyes filled with tears. And then she said something that silenced every critic instantly. "I'm sorry to everyone." A mother apologizing to a nation. She revealed that Alex had been dealing with a serious issue in the lead-up to the match, something that robbed her of the mental clarity needed to compete. Something so heavy that it made stepping onto the court an act of sheer courage. Alex played not because she was ready, but because she didn't want to disappoint anyone. Let that sink in. A young woman walked onto one of the world's biggest stages while fighting an invisible battle, simply because she felt she owed the world strength she didn't have left. That revelation changed everything. What looked like failure was actually bravery. What looked like weakness was resilience. What looked like collapse was survival. If you're still watching, subscribe to Court Vision Media right now, because this is the kind of context mainstream sports media never gives you. The reaction afterward was overwhelming. Fans apologized publicly. Messages of love poured in. The hashtag We Stand With Alex trended worldwide. People weren't talking about forehands or rankings anymore. They were talking about mental health, pressure, and humanity. And maybe that's the real legacy of this moment. Eala didn't just play a match in Australia. She forced the world to confront an uncomfortable truth: our heroes are human, and the cost of greatness is often hidden until it's too late. As of now, Alex has stepped back to recover, physically, mentally, emotionally. And that decision may be the bravest move of her entire career. Tennis will wait. Rankings can wait. What matters now is healing. When she returns, and she will return, the applause will sound different. It won't be for points won or trophies lifted. It will be for survival. For courage. For choosing herself. So let me ask you this. Are we too hard on young athletes? Do we demand perfection without mercy? Have we forgotten how to support instead of pressure? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let this space be one of understanding, not judgment. And if you believe Alexandra Eala is already a champion in every sense of the word, type champion below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Court Vision Media, and turn on notifications so you never miss stories that go beyond the scoreboard. We stand with Alex. We stand with her family. And we stand for a better, more human future in sports. This is Court Vision Media, signing off.